Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the sport of kings. Coming up, the passing of a Jamaican racing legend, Wayne DaCosta, whose accomplishments as a racehorse trainer stood tall in Caymanas Park history. One of his horses in winner's row in the weekend's Louis Hitchins Memorial Cup. And racing set to return to Santa Rosa Park in Trinidad and Tobago. First to Jamaica. And the story that 18-time champion racehorse trainer Wayne DaCosta died early Wednesday morning at age 65 at Jamaica's University Hospital, Mona, where he had been ailing for several weeks. In a career spanning over 40 years, DaCosta received the Order of Distinction National Honour in 2013. His statistics are riveting: 28 classics, including 7 Derby triumphs. His 108 victories in 2002 is the most by any trainer in a single season. No trainer in Jamaica's racing history has more championship titles than he has. And the current champion, Anthony Nunes, admits he used DaCosta's template to rise to the top.
To become a champion trainer, I had to adapt his basically his outlook on professionalism as to how to get the job done, and you know, he drove me to reach to these heights, and I cannot thank him enough. I'm sorry that he's gone now without me having the opportunity to tell him so.
We'll certainly miss his competitive spirit. He's created so many champions, whether jockeys through his talent, or molded so many thoroughbreds into champions for owners, and you know, these are the things that we will certainly miss.
Hall of Famer DaCosta won the Triple Crown twice, with Warzone in 1996 and She's a Man-Eater in 2017, and is Jamaica's all-time leading trainer with more than 2,000 wins. The ultra-rich Diamond Mile had only 5 stagings, and DaCosta won 4 of them, with back-to-back victories with Seeking My Dream 2015 and 2016, then in 2017 and 2019 with She's a Man-Eater. The super filly DaCosta thinks is the best he had ever trained.
I was looking over She's a Man-Eater and I go in for the big race, the Diamond Mile. When Annie is talking about that horse, it's be a joy, because everybody that it says Stranger Danger could beat him in the Diamond Mile between the working and the performance of Stranger Danger coming down towards the race. And he look for me and tell me, say, "Bam, it's no competition. He can't beat the filly, because the filly have a last 2 furlong way. No horse a truck no have."
This is the winner's enclosure, where Wayne DaCosta spent more time during his career than any other racehorse trainer. A true giant rides off into the sunset, and thoroughbred racing in Jamaica will certainly miss his presence. To the weekend's action on the track now. The Louis Hitchins Memorial Cup 3-year-olds and up overnight allowance event over 9 furlongs and 25 yards. Sunday's main event. 12 runners in a competitive-looking field heading for the final turn. Check out DaCosta's veteran racer Hovercraft, moving into 4th with his winning run under jockey Anthony Thomas.
As they leave the 3, in behind them, that's Master of Hall. Messi now asked to make some ground with Dadas Nada put to the stick. Uncle Vinny toward the back, and last of all it's Sebastian. But the field turned for home at the top of the lane, and Marquesas has now swept to the front. Hovercraft will try to reel the leader in. Supreme Soul gets the run against the rail, but it is Marquesas under the left-hand stick on a quick switch to the right, as Hovercraft now begins to breathe down his neck inside the final furlong, and a rejuvenated Hovercraft now takes the lead in the Louis Hitchins Memorial Cup. It is Hovercraft out in front under Anthony Thomas, and Hovercraft wins it.
Owned by Wayne DaCosta's wife Elizabeth DaCosta, the 11-year-old Hovercraft slams the field with an awesome run. His 20th win in 127 lifetime starts at 5-1 odds, scoring by a widening 3 lengths in the Louis Hitchins, chased by the 6-1 bet Marquesas. The 8-5 favourite Supreme Soul 4th, 1 minute 58 seconds, even the winning time for 9.1 furlongs. A 4-timer on the afternoon for jockey Anthony Thomas, enjoying his best day in the saddle since his 5-timers twice in 3 race days, last year September 27 and October the 4th. DaCosta's Ohio-based son, Jason DaCosta, taking care of the stable in his dad's absence. High in praise for the 11-year-old gelding in his post-race chat with George Davis.
He's a genuine horse, you know, has always been. You know, he's always been right there. You know, he has been plagued with many problems, you know, and he always gives it his all.
The fact is, it was claimed some time ago, and people thought, well, that was it, Wayne was finished with him, but you took him back. Why?
He loves him. He loves Hovercraft, so he took him back, and, you know, he just improved since then, and as you see the results today, you know.
24 hours earlier, the Chairman's Trophy was Saturday's main event, featuring the 2020 Horse of the Year, Nipster, the 5-horse in his season opener with Robert Halladine aboard for new trainer Anthony Nunes, shifted from the Garisabrati barn. At 8-5 in the betting, Nipster was the second favourite behind his stablemate Tuna Ciliata, the 7-5 betting choice. Fairly good support too for number 4 Father Patrick at 5-1 and 8 Sentient at 2-1. And after fairly brisk splits on the slow track, 23 4x46-1, it's Tuna Ciliata starting to boss the event, leaving the half mile.
Nipster needs to find 5 lengths and begins to gain momentum. Father Patrick staying with him. Crimson has now made progress ahead of Sentient in the red cap, and the Great Duke outsped last. They've left the 3. They're about to arrive at the 5/16th, and a Tuna Ciliata now snatches that lead and slips away from Roy Rogers. Into the lane comes Tuna Ciliata, put to the right-hand stick by Dane Nelson. Running up toward the final 3/16th, Tuna Ciliata continues to hold the advantage under the stick, and a quick change of hold. Nipster now begins his run in between horses. Sentient is taken down against the rail. Crimson is coming with a late kick, and Duke on the outside asks to explode late. It is Tuna Ciliata being chased by Sentient, who needs to find 2 lengths in the Chairman's Trophy. Tuna Ciliata, driven to the max, will win the Chairman's Trophy over Sentient.
Reigning co-champion jockey Dane Nelson with his 3rd Chairman's Trophy triumph in 7 years after scoring with Opportune in 2015 and Franfield the year after. Nelson in his trademark confident and stylish finish, fighting off Sentient's late rally. Tuna Ciliata impressive with a win here as a 7-5 favourite. 2-1 bet Sentient gets second to lead a 2-3-4 finish for trainer Gary Sabrati. Nipster with a top weight, only 6th at the finish. The winning time in the Chairman's Trophy for 7.5 furlongs, 1 minute 32 and 2/5 for the win by a half length for owners Stefan Narayan Singh, Wilbur Bagwadeen and Ajax Bjorn. Tuna Ciliata's 12th win in 24 lifetime starts, leaving champion trainer Anthony Nunes pleased with his 5-year-old's use of his tactical speed.
We felt that Roy Rogers and Father Patrick were going to wing it out there on the headline, and that didn't materialize. So he ended up in a spot being on the lead, and we also said that we wouldn't take him off if he was there. So he rode him exactly how we discussed it.
And racing fans in Trinidad and Tobago getting ready to see thoroughbred action again this weekend for the first time since the 20th of February. The March 6 meet cancelled because of strike action by the jockeys over non-payment of long outstanding fees. A small field of 6 leading early season 3-year-olds declared for the Chief Commander Stakes over a mile on turf. Last month's Royal Classic winner Arsalan in the 1 box for the TT $25,000 event, and the Royal Classic runner-up finishers Passionate the 4-horse and number 5 Super Bird also there. We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.